In this video, we delve into the complex reality behind the buzz of green energy. While renewable sources like solar and wind are lauded for their low emissions, the truth is that their production comes at a hidden cost. From the extraction of raw materials to the social dynamics in mining communities and the economic inequalities exacerbated by this shift, we will uncover who truly pays the price for the push towards renewables. Join us as we unravel the overlooked challenges and broader implications of embracing green technology in our quest for a sustainable future. Raw material extraction renewables, such as solar panels and wind turbines, are celebrated for their minimal emissions during operation. However, the story begins much earlier with the extraction of raw materials. Essential components like lithium, cobalt, and nickel are vital for these technologies. Extracting these rare earth metals often involves operations that can devastate local environments. Deforestation, water depletion, and soil erosion are just the tip of the iceberg. Additionally, the working conditions in many mining regions, particularly in developing countries, can be hazardous and exploitative. When you consider the environmental and social costs, one must question if the price is too high for the green promise. Energy-intensive manufacturing. Building a solar panel or a wind turbine isn't as eco-friendly as you might think. The manufacturing process is surprisingly energy-intensive. Ironically, much of this energy still comes from fossil fuels. This fact offsets some of the environmental benefits that these renewable technologies promise. The carbon footprint of producing these infrastructures is significant, and until cleaner manufacturing methods become mainstream, this remains a hidden environmental cost. It's a reminder that transitioning to green energy involves more than just the technology itself. It requires a rethinking of the entire production chain. Hidden environmental costs. As renewable energy technologies age, they pose another challenge: disposal. Solar panels and wind turbine blades have a lifespan, and once they are no longer functional, they need to be disposed of. Unfortunately, many of these components are not easily recyclable. This means they often end up in landfills, contributing to waste. The environmental costs of disposing of these materials can be significant, further complicating the green narrative. While innovations are underway to tackle these disposal issues, they are not yet widespread, leaving a gap in the sustainability cycle. Social impact in mining communities. Behind every solar panel or electric vehicle battery lies a story of mining. In countries like the Democratic Republic of Congo, mining for rare earth metals is a booming industry, but comes with a dark side. Many mining communities face exploitation, with rampant issues like child labor and poor wages. The working conditions are often unsafe, putting miners at risk daily. These social impacts are a stark reminder that while renewable energy is clean at the point of use, its life cycle can be marred with human rights concerns. It's a complex picture that challenges the simplistic view of renewables as wholly good. Economic inequality. Renewable energy might be the future, but its benefits are not equally distributed. Government subsidies and incentives for solar installations and electric vehicles often favor wealthier individuals who can afford the initial investment. Meanwhile, the funding for these programs frequently comes from taxes or energy surcharges, which disproportionately affect low-income households. This dynamic creates a widening gap in energy equality, where the rich get richer and the poor bear a heavier burden. It's an economic imbalance that needs addressing to ensure fair access to green technologies. land use conflicts. The vast land requirements for large-scale solar and wind farms often lead to conflicts over land use. These installations can encroach on sensitive ecosystems or lands belonging to indigenous populations. The push for renewable energy, while noble, sometimes overlooks the rights and needs of local communities. Balancing the demand for green energy with the preservation of cultural and ecological landscapes is a delicate challenge. It highlights the importance of inclusive planning and dialogue with affected communities before proceeding with renewable projects. Intermittency and grid costs. Renewable energy sources like wind and solar are inherently intermittent. This variability means that maintaining a consistent and reliable energy supply requires significant investments in energy storage systems and backup power solutions. Often, this backup comes from traditional fossil fuel sources, adding to the overall cost of a renewable energy system. These grid costs are an often overlooked factor in the renewable energy equation, emphasizing the complexity of transitioning to a sustainable energy future. Global supply chain vulnerabilities. The global supply chain for renewable energy materials is fraught with vulnerabilities. Many of the rare earth metals needed are concentrated in a few countries, like China, creating geopolitical and economic risks. Dependence on these limited sources makes the renewable energy sector susceptible to supply disruptions and price volatility. This situation underscores the need for diversified supply chains and innovative recycling solutions to ensure the affordability and sustainability of renewable energy systems. Understanding these intricate layers of the renewable energy sector is crucial as we push towards a sustainable future. The journey is complex, and while renewables hold immense potential, they come with costs that society must acknowledge and address.